Did you know you have the power to transform your health and your life? After years of suffering with undiagnosed autoimmune symptoms, I found myself on an endless loop of expensive supplements, broken promises, and drive-through meals. I was a busy working mom struggling with chronic pain. I could no longer keep up with life until I decided to take my health into my own hands. I discovered the healing power of whole foods and incorporated a healthy lifestyle that is simple, affordable, and maintainable even when life gets busy. With easy, whole food meal prep, meal planning, and wellness strategies, I healed my autoimmune symptoms, regained my energy, and lost 30 pounds along the way. I discovered I had the power to change my life, and I know you have that power too. Whether you're looking to reduce inflammation, lose weight, or optimize your health, this is it. Get ready to discover the vibrant life you deserve with the Prepared for Wellness podcast. I'm Ashley Cavolo, and I can't wait to join you on this journey. Hey you guys, thanks for coming back. So last episode we covered sugar and how it affects our bodies. So I thought naturally we should go on into refined grains and how they affect us as well. And there are some really good alternatives out there that can substitute for white breads and flours. So grains have been used as a food source for thousands of years, and in their natural form, they provide fiber, some protein, B vitamins, iron, magnesium, and selenium. However, the progression of the processed food industry over the last century has transformed how grains are produced. So in return, we are now seeing quality and nutrition of the grains that many of us consume. They just are not the same as they used to be in their pure form. So today we have two types of grains. We see whole grains, which includes the bran and germ parts of the seed. That is, those are the parts that provide fiber, protein, and nutrients. And then we have refined grains, and these are the whole grains that have been milled or processed to remove the nutrient-rich bran and germ parts. So this results in a finer texture, and it actually extends the shelf life. So the final product has been stripped of all of its goodness, and then it is used to make breads, crackers, cereals, and other processed foods that you'll see on the shelves in your stores. So this is the type of grain that causes that quick energy spike and crash that we all know. So when we talk about milling and processing these grains, once the grains have been processed and milled, they are then bleached and harmful chemicals are added. This is done to increase the shelf life, and it makes the texture more palatable to consumers. They also add dyes to make foods appear to be in their natural color and to make food products more eye appealing. It is then used to also make processed foods with added sugar, sodium, chemicals, and dyes to make things stand out to consumers. So when we remove the most nutritious parts of the grains, this leaves behind a flour that is high in carbohydrates, starch, and sugar. When we eat refined grains, much like sugar, they are broken down into glucose in the body. Insulin keeps glucose levels in check and aids in delivering the glucose to our cells and organs, and we use that for energy. However, when excess glucose is present in the body and levels rise above normal, insulin increases until it can no longer regulate the glucose. This is what causes an increase in insulin levels, and the excess glucose is stored in the body as fat. So this drastically increases the risk for diseases such as obesity, diabetes, heart disease, liver disease, dementia, cancers, and inflammation. It also suppresses the immune system, and just like sugar, the carbohydrates, once they are digested into glucose and the sugar is in the body, it then feeds the bad gut bacteria. So when the right grains and portion sizes are consumed, they can actually be a powerhouse to fuel your body. You should first reach for whole foods that are naturally high in fiber, The fiber in these foods are digested slower than refined carbs, and this will help you keep your insulin levels in check. Also, following serving sizes will help you keep your carbohydrates intake in check as well, and check food labels for the word whole grain and look for whole grain ingredients. A healthy bread, when you look at the label, should only have about 5 ingredients that you recognize. So I created a list of recommended whole grains and breads. I did include some options that are not necessarily grains, but they are excellent whole food sources of energy, healthy carbohydrates, and nutrients. And some of these food items are barley, beans, brown rice, Ezekiel bread, farro, jicama, pumpernickel bread, purple potatoes, quinoa, red potatoes, rye bread, sourdough bread, sprouted grain bread, squash, sweet potato, almond flour, and coconut flour. And these are just a few of my favorites. There are so many more out there. And incorporating these healthier alternatives can be so simple. All you really need to do is just follow a few tips that I have for you, and those are limiting processed foods, read food labels, choose whole grain options, choose organic and non-GMO when possible, stick to clean, whole food ingredients, and follow serving sizes to keep your carbohydrate intake in check. So like anything else, I suggest just make some swaps. Instead of a white potato, pick a sweet potato or a purple potato. You're going to get so many more nutrients and healthy carbohydrates out of those swaps. So if you combine, this episode with my last episode, number 17, and my whole food episodes, if you combine all of these things into your lifestyle, you are going to see such a huge change in not only your energy level, and you may even see some small or big changes in your health as well. I know all of these things combined really helped me to eliminate my autoimmune symptoms, and it truly changed my life. So if you guys have any questions about any of this, just send me an email, send me a DM. If you want to book a session, go on my website. I'm always here to help. So I hope you found this episode helpful, and I will see you next week.
Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope this episode helped you in your health journey, and just maybe you learned something new. If you loved this episode, please leave a review. When you do, you are helping this podcast reach others around the world. Visit my website, preparedforwellness.com, to view my coaching offers, free recipes, and so much more. Don't forget to grab your free gift while you're there. Follow me on Instagram at Prepared for Wellness and join my VIP Facebook group, Prepared for Wellness Community. Don't miss out on the fun and special announcements.